Okay, in this video, I'm going to tell you a little bit about custom audiences in Facebook. And when you want to drive your cost per click down into the single digits, you're often going to have to create a custom audience in order to put your ad before them. The way you do that is you're going to go inside of your Facebook ad manager. And when you do that, of course, what you're going to see is you'll see some settings over here, and what you're going to look for is the Power Editor. Now, when you first get the Power Editor, it's going to ask if it can download some software to your computer, and you'll need to go ahead and do that in order to use the Ad Manager. Now, the other thing is that you'll only be able to use this part of the Power Editor when you're in Google Chrome. Right? So it's not going to work in Firefox, not going to work in Internet Explorer. You're going to have to use it in Chrome. So once you've done that and you've downloaded the software, you're going to see one space over here called Audiences. Right? And so you'll see here that I've created some custom audiences, and I'm going to show you what you'll need to do. You're going to click Custom Audience, and then what Facebook is going to be looking for is a file on your PC. That file is going to be of Facebook uh, IDs or Facebook usernames or Facebook email addresses. So you're going to upload a file pretty much with those user IDs. I'm going to show you how to get that now. Now, once again, the reason that you're going to do this is because you're going to use this method in order to drive your cost per click down into the single digits. And this is how people are doing it. Okay, so let's go to the portion where we're going to actually create the custom audience. Now, the way that we create the offline or the custom audience, and let's say that we're going to be marketing some products that are directed to the offline consultant market. And the way we do that is we're going to use the graph search in Facebook. And for the most part, we're just going to do a search, and we're going to take a look at some of the groups. And here are a couple here. Here's one with 1,000 members called the Offline Heroes Mastermind. So let's go to that group. And when we go to that group, you're going to see some of the names of the people that are in there. So the way that you're going to build your offline your audience, you're going to have to build it one by one. Now there is software out there, and you can also go to Fiverr and have someone build you a custom audience. Okay, so you don't have to do this yourself. It's just important that you see what's actually happening and why a custom audience is so powerful, because we know that this person is an offline marketer. They're in a group for offline marketing. And so what we do is we're going to click on this person's name or click on one of these offline marketers' names, and then we're going to get their Facebook ID. And I'm going to show you how to do that here right away. And so the way that we do that is we're going to go to a website called uh, Zine4o, and let me show you how to get there. Okay, when you get to zine4o.com, what you're going to do is you're going to go to the URL zine4o.com/help/Facebook user ID. Again, once again, the reason you're doing this is you're getting an extremely targeted list, which is what Facebook wants you to do in order to drive the cost of click down for you. And of course, you'll need a massive list in order to do this, and the best way to do this is to outsource it or to buy software. Personally, I believe that you should be outsourcing this, as you get to be more profitable. Okay, so you can see down here that there is a user ID finder, and what we're going to do is we're going to take one of those IDs that we have there, and then we're going to put it in the ID finder. Okay, so then what we're going to do is we're going to put that ID in here. We're going to put the fetch ID in there, and then we're going to get a Facebook ID. And then once we get that Facebook ID, what we're going to do is we're going to keep all of them in a text file. So we're going to open up my text editor here and put that ID in a text file on its own line. Okay, so there's my text editor. I'll just add the number there, and then I move on to the next person. And you're going to build a custom audience that way, and you're going to have to build it one by one or use scraping software. And there is plenty of scraping software available, or you can have it outsourced. And once you have a pretty massive list, you want to save that list to your hard drive and save it as something you'll remember, or save it as something that you'll easy to find. So now you have a targeted list. Depending on how big it is, you're going to be doing several lists. But if you're going to focus on, let's say, offline marketers, you're going to have that list. And you're going to have it ready to be used once you actually go inside to start doing some ads. Okay, so let's go back to the ad manager now. Okay, so now I'm back inside of the Facebook ad manager, and so to create a custom audience, all I'm going to do now, remember, I should now have my PDF. I should have lots and lots of Facebook IDs because that's what I'm going to use. And I'm just going to go here to create a custom audience. And I'm going to name the audience. In this case, I might name them offline marketers. And I might say that from offline Facebook groups. And from there, it's pretty simple. All you're going to do is click UID. And then you're going to click Choose File. And then you're going to find one on your hard drive. And then once you've done that, of course, then you'll just click create. Now I'm not going to create a separate one. You see I've got 2 up there already. Now you're going to need a lot more than 80 or 20. You're probably going to need in the thousands. And once you have a list like that, you have an extremely targeted list. And that is what is going to drive your cost per click down into the single digits. Now if you follow the method the rest of the way, you're going to see how it gets down into the single digits anyway, but you can really drive it down when you have a custom audience, and that really is the key to having a very low cost per click. Okay, so when you begin to see ads, I'll make sure to highlight to you where you would put your custom audience when you create it. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in the next video.